Good day. I'm out on Lake Mendichuck today. It's a beautiful sunny May day. I'm getting ready to head home, and I want to take a few minutes and do a video on how I stow the Lund 1875 Pro V bass, where my gear is, where my tackle is. And we'll start up at the bow. In the forwardmost compartment, I've got my scale, tools, marker buoys, rags, scents, a little KVD spray, and all that stuff is very handy to use right in the spot. On the other side is my boat cover, my motor cover, and the covers for the talons. The cover underneath there, this space goes all the way up here. The cover for the boat is at the bottom. The motor cover and the Minn Kota talon covers are made by a company called Tough Skins, and they're a dynamite product. And if you need a cover for your talons or your motor, that's a quality product. On the other side is terminal tackle and spinner baits and extra leaders and my net and my landing mat, trash receptacle, and my seat is in there also. That's a pretty big space, holds a lot of stuff. Same thing on the other side. This side has life jackets, my throwable device, my GoPro case. This is rain gear and bibs, and I've got a change of clothes. I've got my waders down there, which I end up using for early season pre-dock wet foot launchings, and my save face for cold mornings. When you're the only one in your rig 90% of the time, and I am, how I rig this and where each piece of equipment is stowed plays a role in how the boat is balanced and how it rides. And so I have to keep that in mind while I'm rigging it. Rod locker, I think today's tally is 16 casting rods, 15 or 16 casting rods, and 6 spinning rods. I think I used 3 this morning, but well, no, I used probably half a dozen. I was throwing a jerkbait around too. Cooler, lunch. Inside the console, I have first aid kit, clean rags for sunglasses, a bag of sunglasses. This is a dry box where I have my wallet and my keys, and sunscreen and some paperwork for the boat, license, registration, documentation, whatever, all that. The other side of the boat is phone, extra boat plugs, and the morning coffee. Underneath my seat, this is my anchor. It's a slide anchor and anchor line, and some more hard baits. Moving back to the stern, trying to keep you from being blinded by the sun. The pop-up tackle system. Right now, I have seasonal baits, some jerk baits, flat-sided square bills, and some vibrating jigs. From what I understand, Lund is no longer including the pop-up tackle system in the new 1875 and 2075 Pro V bass models, which is, I don't know, kind of a downer. I like it. On each side of the pop-up tackle system, these two spaces, this is hard baits and assorted soft plastics, some top waters, square bills, lipless baits, and then there's what do I got in here? Z-Man baits, all in one bag, finesse worms, drop shot, stick baits, caffeine shads, all in speed bags. I like the speed bags. The The plastics are all in their original bags, but then just placed into the speed bag. This back compartment is my battery, my starter battery. I also have a GB70 battery jumper in case my battery crank croaks and I need to jump start my motor, which has never happened. The other side of the pop-up tackle system in the live well is jigs, some more soft plastics. This is chatterbait trailers. What else? Well, oh, all the Rage. I'm a big Rage fan. Use a lot of Rage. Rage Bug, Rage Craws, Rage Menace. And these are flipping baits down here. We've got some jig trailers, some extra tubes. On the other side of the, oh, that's no good. On the other side of those baits are tools. There's fuel treatment, flashlight. I've got spare trolling motor prop and shear pins, some oil for the 4-stroke. I had a lot of Stay-Bill stored up when I had the 2-stroke on here, and before I repowered from the Optimax to the Pro XS, I had quite a bit of Stay-Bill stored, and I actually wasn't planning on using ethanol in the Pro XS this season, but with the price of gas being like $1.50, and I've got all this Stay-Bill 360, I just kept using it. When I run out, I'll switch to rec gas. But rec gas is $1.50 more, so I'll use the cheaper gas for now. And let's see, I think that's it. Oh, I've got some cleaning gear for the boat. This is dashing glass, which I use for my fish finder screens and the wind screens on the boat. Boat Bling hot sauce. That's the vinegar product, vinegar-based product that takes the water spots off the black hull, and you know, I get plenty of them, but the more I use that type of a product, the less I get. I can make my own style. I use some white vinegar and Lucas, a little Lucas slick spray. I forget what it's called. It's a blue bottle. I use it like half and half, and it does a pretty good job. But if I get tons of really thick water spots that I'm not able to get off right away, because the sooner you do it, the easier they are to come off usually, I'll use the hot sauce. And so that's the stowage plan of the Lund 1875 Pro V Bass. Still loving every minute of it. It's kind of toasty out here. Good talking to you.